We're going to be looking at the balance sheet today. We're going to be looking at liabilities and specifically non-current liabilities. So what is a non-current liability? It is a liability that is not due or it doesn't mature. The maturity is greater than 1 year. This is going to be your bottom section of the liability section. And we're specifically going to look at notes payable, mortgages payable, bank debt, bonds payable, a shareholder note payable in this video. These are 5 different types of non-current. You could also call them long-term liabilities. I think that's the old school name for these. All right, let's dive into this. First category in non-current liabilities is notes payable. We're working with general ledger account 2800 in this situation, and we have 2 notes payable that make up our general ledger account. Now, a notes payable is typically going to be a promissory note. And a promissory note is going to have standard pieces to it. There's going to be a date that it was issued. There's going to be a term of the promissory note. Is it 5 years? Is it 7 years? There's going to be an interest rate. What is the interest that is being charged on borrowing the money? And then the maturity date. When is the note actually due? And what are the terms? Are you paying monthly? Are you paying annually? Is it a balloon payment? What are the terms of the loan? So promissory notes can be more nuanced than that and have a lot of different aspects to it, but those are some core or some key pieces that you're going to see with a promissory note. So within our notes payable, we have these 2 notes that we took out, these 2 promissory notes, one for network equipment, the other for desk and furniture. For the network equipment, we have the issuance date of January 1st, 2022. It's for a 5-year term. It's an interest-only loan, which means we're only paying interest until the loan matures, and then we're making a balloon payment. The interest rate on this is 5%. The loan was $120,000, and the balloon payment is also $120,000, and that is due December 31st, 2027, at the end of the term. So at the end of the term, I got to come up with $120,000 to pay off this loan, but I'm paying the interest along the way. I'm paying that 5% interest. Same thing with the desk and furniture. It's an interest-only loan. I took this out on January 1st, 2023. It's a 5-year, 60-month loan. 6% interest in this situation for $80,000, and it doesn't mature until December 31st, 2028. These are the 2 notes that make up my notes payable line, general ledger account 2800, that make up my notes payable section of my non-current liabilities. Line item number 2, mortgage payable. We have general ledger account 2950 that is classifying our mortgage, and it's on the building and land that we purchased back in 2010. If you haven't watched my non-current assets video, highly recommend checking that out, because if I go back to general ledger code, general ledger code 1600 in my non-current assets, there's the building, there's the asset on the asset side of the balance sheet, and here's the liability attached to that asset. So in the non-current section of our liability section of the balance sheet, we have this mortgage that we took out January 1st, 2010. The original mortgage was $744,000. We have a 6.5% interest rate, and the balance as of 12/31/24 is $220,000. It doesn't mature until December 31st, 2030. That's why we're keeping it in our long-term or non-current section of our liabilities. Line item number 3, bank debt. These are loans that we've taken from a commercial bank, and we've taken out these loans for expanding parts of our business. We have general ledger account 2900 is our bank loan number 1, general ledger account 2910, bank loan number 2. And if you haven't watched my current liabilities video, highly recommend checking that out, because we have the current portion of our long-term debt sitting in current liabilities. This is what's due within a year. Honestly, I should have done that with the mortgage payable. I didn't in this scenario, but anything that's due within a year, you're going to stick in your current liability. So just take note of that. So non-current liabilities, this is the portion that is due greater than a year. And much like a mortgage, much like a promissory note, there's certain aspects of debt that just kind of carry forward, and no matter what kind of debt that you have. We have a date that this was issued or funded. This is when the bank funded these loans for us. There's an interest rate and there's a maturity date. These loans aren't due until 2025 and 2026. That's why I have them in non-current liabilities. And this is the balance that is owed as of 12/31/24. That will tie back into our non-current liabilities section for bank debt of $840,000. Again, this is just loans that you're taking from a commercial bank. You're paying back on the terms that you signed up for. Line item number 4, bonds payable. Our general ledger account 2810. Bonds are another debt instrument, and you're typically going to go to an investment banker to help you issue bonds because you can issue these to the public, so anyone could buy bonds of the company that I'm running. So in this situation in 2022, we had a bond issuance of $1 million at a 5% interest rate. We also have our maturity or redemption date for the bond. This was a 10-year bond. And a lot of times you're going to use this. This is another form of raising money to expand your business, to buy capital assets, maybe do an acquisition. Not in this video. We'll go through equity financing where you're raising equity. You're selling stock to raise cash as well. Bonds is just debt. You're going to pay that back to the person. They actually have no ownership of your business. Category number 5, our final category, a shareholder note payable. And when you have a close business or you have any type of business that has shares of stock, as people get closer to retirement, they're going to want to sell their shares. And in this instance, we have a John McClain who has sold shares back to the company, and you have not fully paid them for those shares. This happens a lot when you have shareholders that just are heading towards retirement and want to sell their shares. And if you're in a small business that doesn't have enough cash to fully pay for their shares at the fair market value, then you might issue them a note. In this situation, we've issued John McClain a note for the shares that we have bought back from him. And the date of this issuance was 1/1/2024. It happened this year in the balance sheet, in this balance sheet, since it's a 12/31/24 balance sheet. It's a $200,000 note payable, 8%. And we're going to fully pay this back to him on January 1st, 2026. There's a 2-year loan. I'm making this up, but we're going to say it's interest only. We're paying him 8% interest over the next 2 years, and then we'll fully give him the $200,000 when it matures, and that will keep it in non-current liabilities. And this is really typical in a small corporate business that just doesn't have the cash flow to fully pay a shareholder who wants to retire or redeem shares right away. All right, that's non-current liabilities. 5 types of non-current liabilities you can see on a balance sheet. These are liabilities that are not due within the year. That is why they're non-current. I hope you learned something from this video. I appreciate you watching. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.